right, my darlings, let's see where we go here. I have been feeling a little bit like there is some shifting going on in the collective. So I'm going to do a little twin flame reading here. I'll do masculine and feminine. I'll do the energy of the situation. And then we're going to dive deeper, okay? The extended video, I will do an extended for this. The extended video is going to dive deeper. So let's see where we're going. For those of you who have been asking, there is still a few places left in the numerology class tomorrow night. So if you want to come and join, we talk about master numbers and repeating numbers and the numerology of your life path and all of that stuff. So if you want to come and join up, there's a link below in the description box. So please do. That's on Tuesday night. So let's see what's going on here. All right, my darlings. All right, view from above. Big picture. Time to get the big picture. All right, fellow travelers. Support is all around you. Oh, that's good to know. And crossing bridges. It's time for healing, connecting, mending, and releasing. I totally agree. All right. Let me do the divine feminine. I'll do the divine masculine. If you're looking for individual zodiac readings for mid-month April and for April, they are on the channel. I'll put a card here for mid-month and a card for the full month. Either way. Okay, let's see. Divine feminine. What's going on for the divine feminine right now? Eight of Wands. I feel underneath is death. There's transformation going on, no question about it. We are in the middle of some kind of major shift here. I feel like the divine feminine is getting more messages, or it's time to open more. On our coaching call on Wednesday night, we're going to do an exercise about opening to intuition, about being able to feel your heart. And that's where you need to be in this energy of being in your heart. I do feel like there's more information coming in. Five of Wands, Hanged Man. There's some blocked energy here. Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, Four of Pentacles, King of Wands. Okay. King of Wands has been showing up a lot. Now, for some of you, this might be a person coming in. For others of you, this is your energy moving forward, okay? So you're showing up as the Eight of Wands. This is swift energy. This is movement. But look at what's all around you. Look at this. Five of Wands, that's conflict. Hanged Man, that can be about releasing what it means to be part of a group, or releasing other people's mindsets, releasing all the energy around you. Y'all are empaths on this channel. You know that, right? And so sometimes people's energy around you can really gum up the works. It's time to stop trying to solve everybody else's problems. It's time to just focus on your own nurturing, your own healing, taking care of yourself. I usually feel like this Four of Pentacles is stuck energy, but since this Queen of Pentacles and Queen of Swords show up with it, it makes me feel that this is almost like seeing what's valuable about yourself. Taurus North Node, we have moved into the Taurus North Node as a collective. And for those of you who have been in my class, you know this. North Node is about the energy that you're here to embrace. So as a collective, we are, working on embracing the energy of Taurus, which is about what we value. What do we want to create in life? What do we want to bring into our life? What wants to be purged? I think that's the transition that's happening here for a lot of people, is that you have people around you that may be impeding your progress a little bit. There may be, like, for their own purposes, not saying it's like malignant or anything like that. I'm just saying that, like, people have their own agendas about things. And the Hanged Man can be very much like a, I don't know which way to turn. I don't know what to do next. I know I'm going through some kind of big shift. I'm not sure what happens next. So the energy that you're needing here, feminine, divine feminine, Queen of Pentacles, and the Queen of Swords. Discernment and nurturing, self-nurturing. This is also about seeing what is valuable about you inside. This is really understanding your own worth and value, and it's got to start at the Four of Pentacles. I feel like that's kind of a little low vibe, just saying. But the good news here is the King of Wands. This is about taking action. So I like the fact that you internally had this Eight of Wands energy, the Death card, transformation. And you're starting to realize that it's time to surrender and move away from stuck energies or move away from other people's opinions. Like, you know, okay? If we get the High Priestess here, I'm just going to plot. But the High Priestess is that energy of you know. And I think you do. I think you do. I think you know the answer. I think it's other people's energy that is around you that can make things a little bit confusing. So I like this King of Wands here. I'm going to clarify about this King of Wands. Could be a person coming in. All right. So those of you who watch Twin Flame videos and you are watching because it's an internal integration, the feminine and the masculine. Okay. So the feminine side of you is sort of like needing to surrender, caring what people think, needing to surrender that, and needing to only follow your own discernment, do the nurturing that you need. I almost feel like you might be giving a little too much, and that needs to stop. Okay, it really, the energy needs to go to you. So it's time to turn it internally. All right, so let's see what the Divine Masculine, what's going on with the Divine Masculine right now. All right, what's going on with the Divine Masculine, please? Okay. I do like when they flip. All right, showing up as the King of Swords. This one, Ace of Swords. You know, okay? This is truth energy. Divine Masculine showing up as the King of Swords, the Temperance energy. I really like this. Three of Swords, 10 of Pentacles, Hierophant, 2 of Cups. No, this. Devil energy. All right, Ace of Pentacles, my goodness. King of Swords is a very cool energy. It is the energy of discernment, which we talked about with the Queen of Wands here for the feminine. This is a little crustier. Okay, the feminine has the female energy of nurturing, right? And then is also buffered by the Queen of Pentacles here, which is more nurturing. King of Swords isn't like that. King of Swords is like, just the facts, ma'am. Like, I'm not going to be bogged down in emotion. Okay, King of Swords doesn't bog down emotion. But I feel like that's happening for the masculine. The universe is trying to bring in feelings. Okay, the Temperance energy here and the Three of Swords. I feel like the masculine might have a lot of feelings that they're not willing to look at. And I do feel like they finally get it. The masculine finally gets it. Like, they see their truth. They see that there's been heartache and feelings that aren't, you know, being fulfilled. I feel like the feminine here is, it's likely the feminine is starting to take flight. The feminine is starting to move on their own and find partner, find, you know, other people around. But the fact is, I do feel like this Five of Wands means, A, there could be a lot of choices for the Divine Feminine, but B, the feminine needs to really guide her own path and chart her own course and all of that. And it's possible that the feminine has decided to just move on from this twin connection at the moment in time when the masculine says, oh, I'm suddenly getting it. Okay, the masculine is suddenly aware that they haven't been feeling their feelings. They don't know. They're not like allowing the truth to come in. They're not, you know, feeling that they are in any way heartbroken or in any way sad that the feminine might just move on. Like, they're not allowing that, or they haven't been. But I feel like now it's happening where the masculine is finally like, oh, if I don't, you know, if I'm not part of this, if I'm not giving energy to it, then the energy is going to go somewhere else. And so there's this 10 of Pentacles, Hierophant, 2 of Cups, which is massively indicative of commitment. I feel like that's the thing. The feminine needs some kind of rock, some kind of stability. And since we've been talking about that North Node in Taurus, that's what Taurus is. It's like something I can count on. And the masculine has not been really providing that. And so the feminine is like, well, look, I can only count on myself. And so I'm going to take action. And that's good, because there's a sense of like, all I have to do is really nurture myself and do good things for myself and self-love and all of that, and then things will shake out. I feel like what the feminine is discovering is it's also requiring action. There's also, right, everything requires balance. So too much feminine energy, too much yin energy is going to be stagnant. Too much masculine energy is going down this road of maybe being too cold and cutting off one's feelings and all of that kind of thing. There needs to be some kind of balance here. And I feel it's sort of like the Taurus North Node energy is, now what do you value? What's worth it to you? What would you go to the mattresses for? Like, what would you do? What is it that you want to invest your time and effort into without it being, toxic, without it being a trap or a some kind of enclosed feeling, trapped feeling. And this masculine could feel very much that way about commitment. I do feel like the twin flame connection has to do with upending old ways of looking at commitment. There's a new way of looking at commitment. So this group of masculine and feminine, what's happening here is we're transforming the connection into something that feels freer, feels like action to the feminine, and feels like stability to the masculine without being trapped. And the feminine needs to have expression and needs to have heart, but they also need to have movement. Okay? I'm going to clarify this Ace of Swords. I'm going to get the energy of the connection here 1 second, but I'm going to clarify this energy of the Ace of Swords, which jumped out. Five of Wands again. Five of Wands, Nine of Wands, Emperor, and the Ten of Wands. Wow, that's just... All right, so that has to do with responsibilities and accountability. The masculine might be seeing their patterns of control, okay, patterns of power and control, and realizing that it breaks trust, and it also is a debilitatingly disempowered feeling, and that's why the feminine needs to do that for herself. The masculine is seeing the truth of this, that the patterns of the past are not making us happy. They're not a happy thing. And so how can we create some kind of... Devil energy is Saturn, okay? How can we create something that works? Okay, Saturn is very much like, these are the rules of things. And if we're being offered a new way of doing things, I think that especially as it comes to love, we're moving out of old patterns. We're moving out of people pleasing, moving out of that kind of stuff, pleasing ourselves, becoming nurtured by what we're choosing. The masculine seeing that the energy is trying to come in to open up their feelings, okay? Feelings about commitment, feelings about longevity and relationship, and what's the new thing? What's the new thing? All right, that's what wants to come in here. What's the new thing? So let me, the energy of the connection right now. The energy of the connection right now is Page of Wands, Ace of Wands, Queen of Wands. Wow. World. Page of Pentacles. Okay. So the energy of this is about inspiration. King of Wands and Queen of Wands. It's leading through a gateway to a new beginning. There's definitely a shift happening, regardless of any kind of cards I put down. There's definitely a shift happening. We are talking about moving into eclipse season later this month. We get to that April 30th, new moon is an eclipse. So we'll talk more about that. We'll talk more about the Pluto retrograde. That's also going on at the end of this month. So it's going to be a busy time, and eclipses are essentially activation energy, and it is an eclipse in Taurus. So we're going to get to the point where we're going to have to choose. What do we value? What is worth it to us? And that is going to be a choice. Now, Ace of Wands, I love all the ace energy here. Ace of Swords, Ace of Wands, Ace of Pentacles. And Page of Pentacles is about learning something new. It's about being able to take in new information and changing what's going on because of, unhappiness, or knowing that we're going through some kind of transition with this Death card here. Seeing that there's the energy of the Devil and the Death card here, and Temperance. There's some kind of balancing of the physical world and the spiritual world, or the connection that you have to people. There's some kind of balance there, and it all comes through heart chakra. It all does. So that is what's going to be inspiring. I feel like this Ace of Wands, Page of Wands, the World card, like walking through this gate to something new. That's really beautiful energy. And let me see here. One thing, maybe two. Okay, asked for timing. That's the Nine of Swords. So that's 9 days. Swords are the fastest energy. And so 9 days. All right, so we're getting this by the end of April. There's going to be a shift towards something that makes your heart sing, your creativity opens up, all of these things, and it's exciting again. There's definitely some kind of cycle where the tiresome old pattern has to be kind of ditched by the side of the road a little bit. Okay, a little bit. I also want to clarify the Death card of transformation here. 10 of Cups. So some of you are feeling this change, this shift, and there's a bit of fear about what's going to happen on the other side. All right, so we're going to dive deeper into this. I'll go deeper into this reading. I'll do more clarification. In terms of zodiac signs, what I'm seeing that I will look at in the extended, I do see Scorpio here. I see Sag. I see Taurus. And I see Capricorn and Aries. Okay, I see all of those here. Do I see the Sun? Didn't I see the Sun card? No, I don't know where I had that in my head. All right, so Capricorn and Aries, Sag, Taurus, Scorpio. All right, we'll take a look at those in the extended. I'll go deeper into this reading. If you want to continue on with me, there's a link below. If you're part of our Twin Flame group, rest of the reading starts right now.